Okay, let me try to share my screen. And so I want us to reflect on what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks, right? So I want us to do this exercise that you see here, where we're gonna be matching the nets with their solids, right? I'm gonna do this.
Yes, ma'am.
So basically a solid, it's like a completed shape where it's folded and everything. When it's a net, it's when it is unfolded, right? So we're gonna be matching these ones, and again we're gonna be doing another question that's in relation to the cylinders and the cubes. I don't know which one we're gonna do, but for now we're gonna just match these nets with their solids. So we have net one. Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Before, let me try to adjust my settings because it's gonna go off. Off. Just battery safe mode. Remove. And done. Okay, I'll bring back the screen now. Let's see. Share the screen. Okay, are you guys able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So what we're gonna be doing, as I said, we're gonna be matching these polyhedron, the nets with their solid. Okay, and we have the first one, which is net one. What is going to be net one solid?
Ma'am, solid 3.
Solid 3. So, oh no. Okay. Okay. Then it's oh. Okay. This one is 3. Okay. Busisiwe, do you agree with that? I saw that there's Busisiwe in here. Okay, cool. If she can't unmute, it's fine. Then we'll continue with solid 3. And then what's solid 2's sned?
Ma'am, solid 4.
Net, solid 4. Net 2 solid is solid 4. Okay. It's 4. And net 3. What about net 3? Three.
Ma'am, I think it's 1.
Yes, it's 1 because of, you see there's triangles. Perfect. So we're gonna scratch that out as well. And then solid 4. I mean net 4. What's gonna be the net 4?
Ma'am, solid 2.
Solid 2. Yes, it's 2, and then we're gonna carry on with it. And then here we are having these ones, right? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe I should just rotate these so that you can see all of them. Are you able to see all of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what's going to be net 5?
Ma'am, solid 8.
Net 5 is solid 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So it's going to be 8. Net 6.
Net 6 is solid 5.
5. This is 8. Yes.
Ma'am, net 7 is solid 6.
Net 7 is solid 6. Let's see. Yes. 6. What about net 8?
Ma'am, I think it's solid 7.
Solid 7. Mm-hmm.
And then net 9, it's solid. Wait, ma'am.
Wait, what? Solid 9?
Ma'am, won't it be solid 10?
Solid 10. 9. Yebo. Mm-hmm.
Then,
ma'am,
oh, you can talk.
okay, solid 10 would be solid, net 10 would be solid 9.
10 would be 9. 1, 2, 3. Yes, so this is going to be 9, and then we are done for this ones. And let's oh no. Let's carry on with these ones. Okay, cool. I don't want to write. I just want to bring it down. Yes. And what's gonna happen here? Wait a minute. Guys, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's gonna be the answer?
Ma'am, net 11 will be solid 12.
12? Is it 12?
I think so, ma'am, because 12 has the shorter squares, and then net 11 has the shorter squares, and solid 12 has the shorter ones, whereas net 12 has the longer ones, and solid 11 has the longer ones.
And what do we call this shape?
Ma'am, I forgot, ma'am. Is it octagon or something?
It has 6 sides. Do you see that?
Ma'am, the solid
6
12.
faces. Yes.
Ma'am, the 2D one is a hexagon, ma'am, and then the 3D one, I don't know what it's called.
You say what?
Ma'am, the 2D one is a hexagon, and the 3D one, I do not know what it's called.
It's a hexagonal prism, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and 12, what do you think it's gonna be 12?
Ma'am, solid 11.
Solid 11. Yes. 12 is going to be 11. And net 13.
Ma'am, I think it will be solid 14.
Solid 14. Where's 14? 14, 14. Yes. And what is solid 14, Busisiwe?
Ma'am, like the name of the shape?
Mm.
It's a cube.
Yes. Okay. And net 14.
Ma'am would be 15.
Yes. It's going to be 15. And net 15.
Ma'am, I think it will be solid 13.
Solid 13. Okay. Yes, it is 13 indeed. And lastly, we have 16, which is going to be solid 16, right? And I'm just glad that you know all these. And again, if they don't ask you to match them, they will ask you to draw them. They will ask you to show the net of certain solids. So you must be able to unpack it or unfold it, right? So this is how you're gonna do it. As long as when you try to fold it back, it will make sense. It's absolutely okay, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we all together?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. Okay, cool. I am gonna share a screen now, another one. We're still gonna do the cylinder. Do you guys remember the cylinder?
yes, ma'am.
What is a cylinder? What comes to your head when they say cylinder?
Ma'am, its base is a circle, and then, ma'am, it's a triangle with a circle base.
A cylinder.
Oh no, ma'am. It's a yeah, I don't know how to explain it, ma'am, but I know it has two circles, and then I think yes, ma'am. I think they're rectangles. The other sides.
Okay. Okay. One thing that you know that's popular that has a cylinder shape. Negi.
Ma'am, I'm still thinking.
Okay. Busisi, what do you understand by the cylinder term? What comes to your head when somebody says a cylinder?
Ma'am, it's a solid with two circles as bases. And then, ma'am, it has a curved surface, but ma'am, it's not flat.
Curved. Mhm. And what is it that you know that we use every day on a daily basis? Or anything that you just know that has the same that shape of a cylinder?
Ma'am, the gas
The girl,
cylinder thingy, ma'am.
the what?
The gas cylinder.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, those perfumes.
Oh yes. Yes, yes, I know which one you're talking about.
The tissue.
Yes, and also the tissue. Do you have more examples?
Ma'am, the Coke can, the tin one.
Perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let me share the screen again and let's do these questions. And okay, let's see. Okay, guys, are you able to see the screen?
No, ma'am.
Is it everybody that cannot see? Or is it just her?
Ma'am, I also can't see.
Likumo, are you able to see?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, I can see now.
Oh, perfect. Okay, is everybody able to see? Or is it
Yes,
just her?
ma'am.
Okay, cool. Let's try to complete this question 3.1 and then we'll do questions that require us to calculate and make use of the formulas we learned throughout these geometry lessons, right? So they say match the description of the 2D shape in question 3.1.1 to 3.1.5 with the name of one of the 2D shapes given below. And we have the first one, which is we have what? We have the first one, which is in the box. We have equilateral triangle, we have rectangle, we have square, we have parallelogram, we have scalene triangle, we have trapezium, we have kite, we also have rhombus, okay? And they're saying a four-sided shape with one pair of sides parallel. Which one is it? A four...
Ma'am,
Yebo.
it's trapezium.
Does everybody agree with that? Do you all agree with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, and that is correct. Now we have number 3.1.2. They say a four-sided shape with four equal sides, equal diagonals that bisect each other perpendicularly, and four equal angles. Which one is it? Is it equilateral triangle? Is it rectangle? Is it parallelogram? Is it square? Is it scalene triangle? Is it kite? Is it rhombus? Which one is it? A four-sided shape with four equal sides and four equal angles. Four equal sides with four equal angles. Which one is it? Is it a rectangle? Is it a kite? Maybe.
Ma'am,
Is
I
it a
think it's a
rhombus?
square.
You think it's a what?
Ma'am, I think it's a square.
You think it's a what? I cannot hear you properly.
Ma'am, I think it's a square.
You think it's a square. And what makes you think that it is a square?
Ma'am, the fact that it has four equal sides, and also that they the diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly, which would make up 490-degree angles, ma'am.
Okay. Does anyone have a different view on this one, 3.1.2? Do you have someone who's having a different view on it? Okay, I think it is a square, and it is a square, right? Because square has four sides being equal. The moment they tell you about four sides being equal, here it's only a square that meets those criterias. All right, and then we have 3.1.1 and 3.1.3, a four-sided shape with perpendicular diagonals and two pairs of adjacent sides in equal length. A four-sided, so that means a triangle is not going to apply here because we are looking for four-sided. Which one is it? Is it rectangle? Is it parallelogram? Is it kite, or is it rhombus? A four-sided shape. Guys, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lukumo, what's the answer? What do you think is the answer for this one?
Ma'am, I think it is a rectangle.
You think it's a rectangle? Okay. Do we have somebody who's having a different view on it? Busisi, what do you say?
Ma'am, I also think it's a rectangle.
Busisi, you also think it's a rectangle. Who else is in the building? Nyaki, what do you think? What do you think it says?
Ma'am, I thought it was a kite.
Yes, it is a kite, guys. It is a kite. Remember that the two pairs of adjacent sides of a kite are equal in length, okay? So it is a kite. The correct answer here is a kite, all right? And let's look at number 3.1.4. They say a three-sided shape with three equal sides or three equal angles. Three-sided shape with three. We don't need to go back. Which one is this one?
Ma'am, it's an equilateral triangle.
Equilateral triangle. Perfect. And let's look at 3.1.5. They say a four-sided shape with equal diagonals that bisect each other, but the diagonals are not perpendicular. A four-sided what? Shape with equal diagonals. So we're going to go up here. We canceled this one. We canceled this one. What else did we cancel? We canceled the square. So we are left with rhombus, parallelogram, and a rectangle. A four-sided shape with equal diagonals that bisect each other, but the diagonals are not perpendicular. Which one is it? Is it a parallelogram? Is it a rectangle? Is it a rhombus? four-sided shape with equal diagonals that bisect each other, but they are not perpendicular.
Ma'am,
Mm,
I think it's a rectangle.
perfect. So the answer here is rectangle, right? Now, do we have any question? Are we all good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. We are having question 5 here. We'll jump to it. We're having question 5 here. They say given below is a cube with length 7 centimeters. We have given a cube with a length of 7 centimeters. So if the length is 7 centimeter, what's going to be the height and what's going to be the width of this cube? What's going to be this distance? Likumo, what's going to be the distance of this side?
It's going to be 7 centimeters.
7 centimeters. And why is it 7 centimeters?
Then because all the sides of a cube are equal.
Perfect. All the sides of the cube are equal. So the first question they're asking us here, they say calculate the perimeter of the base of the cube in meters, correct to 2 decimal places. Calculate the perimeter of the base of the cube in meters. And how do we calculate for a thing, perimeter of a square? Because they want the perimeter of the base. The base is a square, ne? How do we calculate the perimeter of a square? What is the formula? Perimeter.
Ma'am, 4L.
4L. And when we substitute, how much are we going to have? 4 into 7 centimeters. What are we having? 4 times 7.
Ma'am, I got 28 centimeters.
28 centimeters. Now, is this our final answer? Is this our final answer? Do we leave it here?
No, ma'am.
What do we do? What are we required to do?
Ma'am, to convert it to meters.
Convert the centimeters into meters. And what is 28 centimeters in meters? Or how do we convert centimeters to meters? Do we multiply? Do we divide? What do we do? With what?
Ma'am, I think we divide, ma'am.
We divide, and with what?
Ma'am, I think it's either 100 or 1,000, ma'am. I'm not sure.
Okay, centimeter is 10, ne? Is 10, and then meters 100, and then kilometers is 1,000. So it's 1,000. So we're gonna divide with 100 there. So it's going to be 28 divided by 100, which is going to be 0.28 meters. All right. 0.8 meters. Did you all get it? Do you have any questions? Are we all good? Lihumo, are you still okay there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you're okay, that means we are all okay. Okay, let's look at number 2, 5.1.2. They say calculate the area of the base of the cube in centimeters squared. The area of the base. So that means you're going to calculate for the area of a what? Area of a square. I get it, the base is a square. So that means we're going to calculate for the area of a square. So what is how do we calculate for an area of a square? Area equal to, what is the area?
Ma'am, length times length.
Which is 7 times 7, which is
Ma'am, 49.
49 centimeters. Now, do we leave our answer here, or do we change it? Are we converting? Are we required to convert, or do we just leave it here?
Ma'am, we leave it there.
We leave it here. Perfect. We'll see. Now let's calculate for volume of the very same cube in what? In centimeter cubed. So we want to calculate the volume of these cube. So how do we calculate for the volume? What is the formula to calculate the volume of a cube? Lukumo, what's the formula to calculate the volume of a cube? What formula do we use?
Ma'am, please repeat.
How do we calculate for the volume of a cube?
It is the side length to the power of 3.
Length, and so we are having 7 to the power of 3, which is the same as 7 times 7 times 7, which is what? 49 times 7.
Is 343 centimeters.
343 centimeter cube. Perfect. Is everybody getting 343?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, do we have any question? Busi, are you okay?
Yes, ma'am, I'm okay.
Okay. And let's look at this one. And let me do this. Yes. Now they say calculate the surface area of the cube correct to the nearest meter squared. Calculate the surface area of the cube correct to the nearest meter squared. Now, how do we calculate for the surface area? What is the formula, or what are we going to do for this one? What is the formula to calculate the surface area of the Jackie, how are we going to calculate for this one?
Ma'am, I'm not sure.
Okay, Zira, how do we calculate for the surface area of the cube? And the length of the cube is 7 centimeters.
Ma'am, do we cube root the 7?
We are calculating for the area, ne? So that means our final answer must be a square. So if you cube root it, that means we're going to end up having answer, maybe let's say it's meter cubed. You see, now it's a volume, it's no longer an area.
So, ma'am, is it length times breadth, which is 7 times 7? Or 7 squared?
For a cube, ne? Not for, we are calculating for a cube, not for the base, all right? We already calculated for the base here. The base of the cube. Now we are required to calculate the area of the whole thing, which is the surface area of the whole thing, which is a cube.
Ma'am,
Uh-huh.
I think it's 6 times 6 times s squared, which is the side length, ma'am.
And why is it 6 times? Why are we multiplying it 6 times? Where is the 6 coming from?
The number of faces.
The number of faces. So we calculated for area of one, what? Area of one face, which is the base, ne? The base of the cube, which was what? 0.28, okay? So what we can do here, we can say 6 multiplied by 0.28 meters squared. And then we get our answer, all right? Or alternatively, we can say 6 multiplied by length squared, and which is what? Which is 6 multiplied by 7 times 7. And then we're going to get the answer in centimeters, and then we're going to convert it to meters. So what are we having here? 6 multiplied by 0.28. 6 multiplied by 0.28. Are we having 1 comma something? So the 6 is for the number of faces. Remember, a cube have 6 faces, and we have already calculated for the area of the base, and all the sides or all the faces are equal. So we already calculated for this one. So it's easier for us to calculate the surface area of a cube if we have already calculated for the area of the base. Okay. And what is 6 multiplied by 0.28? What are we having?
1,68.
1.68 meters squared. All right. And then now let's try to check here. Say 6 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. How much are you getting, Zira? Let's see if we do it this long way. What are we having? What is 6 multiplied by that? 6 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7.
Ma'am, is it 294?
294. Is it 294, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do we get? What do we get when we divide it by 100?
Ma'am, get 2,94.
2,94. 2,94 centimeters. 2,94 meters squared. Okay, so that means we probably did something wrong. Do you see that these two answers are not the same? This one and this one.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's see. What is it that we could have done wrong here? What do you think we could have done wrong here? Six times 0,28. I'm gonna try to check something. 6 times 0,28. 1,68. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, do you see that here we are having 7 by 7?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so the mistake that I made here, guys, it's here. It's here. What we were supposed to do is to convert the 7 centimeters to what? To meters. Let's see. Because that was the final answer. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to check. Just want to do this. 6 multiplied by 700. Okay, 6 multiplied by 0.7 times 6 times 0.7 times 0.7. Yes, so what you can do is to convert the what? To convert the 7 centimeters. Okay. The 7, okay. 7 centimeters, 2 meters there. So it's going to be 7 divided by 100, which is 0,7. Wait. You divided by 10, not 100, divided by 10. So you're going to have 0, that. So now you're going to say this multiplied by 0,7 multiplied by 0,7. Then you're going to get your answer. Okay, you're going to get the same answer as this one. Let me try to verify it on my calculator. Let's see. 6 times 0,7 times 0,7. Yes, I'm now getting 2,94. How much did you guys get? 2,94 meters squared. How much did you guys get? 6 times 0,7 times 0,7. How much did you guys get?
Ma'am, I got 2,94.
2,94. So that means that one that I said earlier on, that means it's absolutely wrong because it gives us a total different answer. But the safe way to go is this one. I think the safe way to go is this one. We just take 6 multiplied by and the length squared. So it's 6 times 7 times 7, and then you get your answer and then you convert, right? And let's see, the last question here is on a cylinder. They say a cylinder with a diameter of 28 millimeters and a height of 35 millimeters shown below can fit exactly inside a square-based prism, also shown below. And also shown below. And there you see the dimensions of the cylinder, which is 28 millimeters being the diameter and the height being 35 millimeters. And they say calculate the volume of the cylinder in millimeter cube if pi is equal to 22 divided by 7. And what is the formula to calculate the volume of a cylinder? Guys, what formula do we use to calculate for the volume of a cylinder? Are you still there, guys? We see, how do we calculate for the volume of a cylinder? What is the formula?
It's pi r squared times
Pi r
the height
squared.
times the height.
Pi. Perfect. So it's pi r squared height. Okay. So now we're going to plug everything that we have. So our r, what is our r? What is going to be our r? Is it 28?
14, ma'am.
14. So it's 14 squared multiplied by height. Then what is going to be our height? Is it 35 or is it 28? What's going to be our height? Is it going to be 28 or is it going to be 35?
It's going to be 35, ma'am.
Multiplied by 35. And we have to punch this on our calculators. And how much are you guys getting? Pi times 14 to the power of 2 times that, times 35.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
I got
Yebo. Zira, what were you saying?
I wanted to say that I got 21,551, 3256.
21,000.
551, 3256.
3256 millimeters cubed. Is there anybody who's getting a different answer? Busisi, well, how much did you get?
ma'am, I got the same answer.
You got the same answer. Okay, wait, guys. Wait, I need to check on the calculator.
Ma'am, first it gave me
It gave you
6,000.
what?
First, it gave me 6,860 pi, and then, ma'am, I converted it
And then when
into
you're converting it,
a
it's 21,551.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, so our pi is 27 divided by 2. No, 22 divided by 7, and then multiplied by the 14 squared multiplied by 22 divided by 7 times 14 times 35. Okay, I'm getting wait. I'm getting my answer is, excuse me, my answer is 21,560 millimeters cubed, right? And I am just wondering why are we getting different answers? Let me see. Let's see. Shift pi times 14 squared times 35. Oh, so you guys used pi, ne? Pi as it is. And okay, pi minus that. So you guys didn't use the 27 over that, ne? 22 divided by that as your pi. Pi minus 22. Okay, guys, now on your calculators, punch 22 over 7. And then how much are you getting? And also punch pi, and how much are you getting? I'll show you why our answers are not the same. What is 22 divided by 7?
Ma'am, it's 3,14.
We are talking about this one, 3,
comma 14.
the whole thing, ne? I want the whole thing.
Ma'am, it's 3,1428 5714 3.
The pi?
Ma'am, it's 3,
3, comma
141
141
592
592
654.
654. Perfect. So you see that these two are different. That's why we are getting different answers. So it's 3,14, and then 285, that. And then here it's 159. So basically with this one, you're gonna get a lower value, and then for this one it's gonna get higher value than this one. Okay, so you should make sure that you follow these instructions in case they give you somewhere. Just ensure that you follow them. Do you guys get me? Are we all good? Zira, are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Do we have any question?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No question. no question. Okay, cool. Okay, let me stop.